We got Damir Ismagulov and Rafael Alves in the lightweight division. The first fight on the fight card. Damir Ismagulov, 22 wins and 1 loss. Incredible record right there. That is like Khabib Nurmagomedov record right there, with only 1 loss way at the beginning of his career. I believe he's on like an 18 or 16 fight win streak, 17 fight win streak, only 30 years old, in the prime of his MMA career. Super long, super lengthy. I mean, 74 inch reach, 5'9" inches tall, in the prime of his MMA career, having the reach advantage, having the height advantage as well. Already beating some really good prospects inside of the UFC, like Thiago Moises, like Joe Alves, and like Alex Gorgees. I mean, the man's just an absolute beast. He deserves a top 15, a top 20, whatever the case may be. I mean, the man's he's so good all around. I mean, in the striking, in the grappling, in the wrestling, wherever you look at this man, he's just an absolute beast. Fighting an M1 challenge. I believe he was a champion over there. Had many main events over there. The M1 lightweight champion right there. But if you look at how he wins fights, 12 knockout wins, 1 submission win, and then 9 decision wins, and he's got good grappling as well. I mean, if you're able to beat Joel Alvarez and Thiago Moises, incredibly against Joel Alvarez, I mean, he was able to defend the takedowns against a really good wrestler and a really good grappler in Joel Alvarez, which is a really impressive thing to do. And considering he's a striker, to be able to defend the takedowns and the grappling and everything like that from a guy like Joel Alvarez, one of the top grapplers in the lightweight division, that is really impressive. So Damir Ismagulov, amazing takedown defense, and then obviously amazing striking with 12 knockout wins and then 9 decision wins right there. Rafael Alves, 19 wins and 9 losses, almost in the double digits for his losses right there. By a former Titan FC interim lightweight holder, contender series, got that win by second round guillotine. A lot of guillotines on this record as well, and then a couple of rear nakeds here and there. But 7 knockout wins, 7 submission wins, and 5 decision wins. I don't think he will win in the striking game. I mean, you look at the reach, you look at the height. Damir Ismagulov can keep the fight at range, just 1-2, leg kick, body kick, whatever the case may be, at range in this fight. In the striking portions of the fight, Damir Ismagulov is gonna piece Rafael Alves up. I mean, it's pretty simple what's gonna happen there, but Rafael Alves could grapple, could wrestle in the fight. It's going to be a really tough thing for him to do, considering how good of a grappler Damir Ismagulov is. His wrestling and grappling defense is just so good. And then mix that in with his striking, with his power, with his length, with his height, everything like that. I mean, he's a perfect size lightweight. And he's just all around an amazing MMA fighter. But 12 knockout wins on his record so far, 17 fight win streak, beating Joel Alvarez and Thiago Moises, 70% striking defense, only absorbing 1.8 strikes per minute. Amazing. That is some amazing striking defense. 100% takedown defense, which is also really good. A really good feints. 1-2, and then that nasty right high kick. I mean, the man overall, I mean, everywhere you look at this man, he's just an absolute beast. And the fight will go all the way right here. Since he's joined the UFC, all 3 of his wins have been decision wins, so I assume this fight will go all the way. Rafael Alves, if you look at how many times he has been finished, never mind, man. He's lost every single one of them. I'm switching my prediction. I'm saying that Damir Ismagulov is gonna win the fight by finish. I mean, I did not know Rafael Alves has had every single loss by knockout or submission. I think that's really crazy. But with the betting odds, I mean, the betting odds are insane. -500 for Damir Ismagulov. Some of the betting odds have him at -700. Really big swing in terms of the odds right there for Damir Ismagulov and Rafael Alves. I'm not sure if the fight will go all the way. I'm personally thinking the fight will go all the way. I think there's a good chance we see a finish, considering every single loss from Rafael Alves has been a finish, and half of Damir Ismagulov's wins have been by knockout. So there is a good chance we see a knockout here. So I wouldn't be doing any prop bets on Damir Ismagulov. I probably wouldn't put him in a parlay, considering just how spread apart this is. Anything under -500, maybe you put him in a parlay, but anything like -600, especially -700, stay away from it. That is just way too much. But -500 and below, really good value for Damir Ismagulov right there. I mean, there's no real prediction I have to make. It's pretty obvious that Damir Ismagulov is going to win the fight. I mean, 94% going Ismagulov. Very likely getting the knockout here. A lot of power in his hands. 1-2, head kick, body kick, leg kicks, pressure. I mean, he's so long. He's so lengthy in the prime of his MMA career. Amazing takedown defense. Really good submission defense. he's just perfect, man. I mean, it's a pretty obvious prediction for me to make right here. So, yeah, my prediction is pretty obvious. I have Damir Ismagulov winning every single round in the striking game and winning the fight. A 30-27 unanimous decision in the first fight on the prelims of UFC Rob Font versus Cody Garbrandt. Should be a really good fight right there. But